side. Baby, you couldn't hold it down. See, I was down to ride. Fuck it, that shit is over. Told you not to sleep on me.
Yeah, I warned you.
I want you not to sleep on me.
I told you if you fuck up, another nigga gon' lock
Not
up.
to sleep on me. I want you not to sleep on me.
Hey glitter babes. Welcome back. It's your girl LISHA. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, thank you for coming back. As you can see from the title of the video, I am gonna be talking about making friends here, or my experience on making friends here in Atlanta. But before we get to the story, if you guys could please subscribe, and after you guys listen to the whole story, if you guys like the whole story, maybe you guys can like this story and the rest of my stories after you watch them. But yes, okay, I'm trying to see who I want to. Who did I meet first? I'm gonna go all the way back to when I first moved here. I met a girl named Monique. I really don't have too much to say about her because we really didn't have a good time. Like, I mean, no, we really didn't have a long time, not a good time, a long time together. And we really didn't, like, we hung out a few times and then she just went ghost. So we went to, this was way back when Candy had Candy Coated Nights in a studio. I want to say in her boutique. So we went there once upon a time and we had a good time. You know, we went out, you know, periodically, and we had a good time. And just one day she just up and went ghost. Okay. And throughout these story times that I'm finna tell you guys, a lot of these few friends that I'm gonna tell you about, that's what they did, went ghost. So I don't know if it's me or something that I did or what, but you know, it is what it is. So Monique, I think that was her name. I'm not sure if that was her name. Like I said, you guys won't have any trace of her, so it don't matter whether I say her real name or not. Like I said, I'm actually unsure if that's her name, but I'm think that's the name that's coming to my head, so I'm gonna just call her Monique. We really didn't have a long time together. We had some good times. Like I said, we went out here or there, and then she just vanished. And I have not seen her since, and it's been what, I've been here 11 years, and I have not ran into her. I have not I have not seen her on social media. Like, she just vanished. So I honestly don't know what happened to her. So now we're gonna move on to who did I meet next. I met, I'm gonna call her Kimberly. I'm gonna make up a name because me and actually all of these people still follow each other on social media. And let me throw out a disclaimer with that being said. I absolutely have no problem with any of these women. If anything, I'm just a little bit confused as to why things ended the way that they did. But it's no beef, no chicken, no none of that. I promise you, no hard feelings. It was what it was. They was there for a season, maybe a reason, maybe a good lesson. I don't know. But whatever it was what it was. I'm gonna call her Kimberly. Now I met Kimberly. I was living in a townhome, and her mother lived next door to me, and that's how I met her. I used to mess with her brother for a little while, and her kids and my kids became friends. And once her kids and my kids became friends, then that's how we met. And, you know, once we met, you know, we clicked, you know. And Kimberly, she's a very beautiful girl. We went out, we had a blast. Every time we went out, we had a blast. She invited me over to her family functions. You know, I am here alone. I have no family here in Atlanta. So I'm here alone. So it was kind of refreshing to have a friend that had family here. And she's, I think, originally from New York. Her and her family is originally from New York. So it was definitely very refreshing to have someone here with family that I can, you know, mesh with, you know. So I went to family functions, you know, we went out to clubs, had a awesome time. This was around the time that me and the ex we've always had problems, so that was neither here nor there, nor was it a secret. So yeah, it was what it was. But all of a sudden, I'm gonna fast forward to one day. I can't even recall what year this was, but it was probably early 2013, 2014 maybe, I think, up in there, that me and her used to hang out. But she had told me that she was finna get her a motorcycle, and she ended up getting her a bike, and ended up, once she got the bike, she ended up joining this bike club. Okay, so everything was all good between me and her until she joined this bike club. Okay, now mind you, like I said, she was a very beautiful girl. She had a house, her own car. She was like in between guys as well. She would have a guy here or there maybe, and at this particular time when she joined this bike club, she had a guy. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward to make this, you know, because it's really sweet and short and sweet, really. She invited me to this bike night party thing that they had, and you know, we messaging, you know, she telling me where it's at, you know, she done sent me the directions, I mean the address, that I'm putting in my GPS, I done found it. And once I got there, I noticed that the texting hadn't got a little slow. So I'm like, okay, well maybe she in you know, drinking, having a good time, whatever. So once I get up there, I see a guy, he's directing traffic and telling people where to park or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm here, Kimberly invited me, you know. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, Kimberly, that's my girl or whatever. So this is her boyfriend, because I've never met him before this night or whatever. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, she in go park, da-da-da-da. So I goes and I parks or whatever. And anybody that knows me knows when I go out, I am a bit extra. I love glitz, I love glam, I love glitter, I love diamonds, I love bling. I'm a little bit extra. And I feel like that's okay. Not that that had anything to do with anything, but I said that because once I got here, me not thinking this is a biker's event, they're gonna have on biker's gear. So me being me, I had on like these glittery boots and these jeans and a top that went with the glittery boots or whatever. And at this time, I want to say, did I have my hair shaved? I think I did. I think I had a mohawk going on. So anyways, and y'all, I forgot to tell y'all that I just did a story time on me losing my mom. So if my eyes seem a bit red, That's why. And I made me a drink. I could not stop crying in that story time. And yeah, if y'all see that story time and I have on the same top, that's the reason why, because I'm trying to do at least one or two, well, at least two story times. Because like I said in that story time, I'm new to YouTube. I have not been consistent, but I just had a birthday. I just turned 41, and I vowed to myself after my Jamaica trip, I was gonna get serious about a lot of stuff that I have going on in my life. So boom, yeah, that's why y'all see me in this top. But anywho, I'm drinking Bel Air. So whatever y'all do to sit back and watch Netflix or whatever y'all watch on TV, go get it. Whether it be drink, whether it be smoke, whether it be tea, whether it be wine, any of that, go ahead and get it. But anyway, so I was invited to this bikers event. The boyfriend told me to. The boyfriend don't really need no name because he wasn't really too pertinent in the really too relevant in the story, other than him telling me to park, him telling me to go in, she in there. Okay, boom. Anyways, he don't need a name, pretty much. Okay, so he tells me to park. I park. Now, mind you guys, where this venue was, it was on like this mountain of rocks. So me walking from my car on all of these rocks and hills, I actually still have the heels. Okay, I still have those same heels that I'm talking about. I would show y'all, but then I would have to get up and come back and all of that stuff, and it's not that serious. But anyway, yeah, so I had to walk on all of these rocks, you know, all of that kind of stuff to get to the door. So I stop at him, and he says, yeah, she in there on the left in the corner, you know, at the table, So y'all, tell me why I gets in there. I goes right where he tells me to go. I don't know Kimberly. I see Kimberly nowhere in sight. She's nowhere in sight, nowhere. Okay, I'm texting. The texting done stopped. She ain't texting me back. Like, I'm like, what's going on? So, you know, I'm standing up, not knowing what to do, who to go see, whatever. You know, they in there, they jamming, but you know, I'm in there looking like an all ball for one, because everybody have on biker vests, like they got on biker gear, while I'm in here glitzing and glamming. That's number one. Okay, number two, like, I'm just standing up here, like, you invited me to this event and you done left me. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a phone call. But yeah, you done invited me out to this event, and now you're not answering me. I don't understand why. Like, you text me up, you done invited me to this event. You done text me up until I got to the event to stop texting me to I don't know if she was hiding. She didn't want to. I don't know what the hell happened. I honestly don't know. Maybe she changed her mind, didn't want me to come, didn't know how to tell me. But like I said, she was texting me up until I got to the event. Once I told her that I had reached, no text, like nothing. No, I was calling, no answer, no nothing. She just ghosted me, okay? And I know this was on purpose, because when the next day came, I'll get to that. I'm moving too fast. So, okay, you know, I stood in there for about 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she gonna walk up to me in a minute or whatever. So I'm standing there, like, not really in the middle of the dance floor, but I was on the dance floor, but you know, like on the edge of the dance floor. And I'm sitting up there looking dumb as fuck because, bitch, excuse me, y'all. I'm sitting up there looking dumb as fuck because the person that invited me here is nowhere to be found. I am out of place, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna give her a few more minutes. If she don't come up, or if she don't call me or text me, then I'm gonna just leave, because obviously I'm not wanted when she told me I was wanted. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, boom. So that few minutes came and it went, and I just left. I went back outside. He was like, you ain't find her? I was like, no. He was like, wait a minute, hold on, she in there? I was like, it's okay. I was like, it's fine. I'm gonna just leave or whatever. He was like, okay, well, I'll let her know that you came or whatever. I was like, well, she knows that I'm here because I text her or whatever. But and she was not texting me back or calling me back, so she know I'm here, but I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's cool. So I get in my car and I leave, and like I was finna say, I know that it was intentional because you didn't even call me the next day to say cat, dog, frog, fuck you, hi, bitch. That's why, nothing. You didn't call me to say nothing. You didn't call me to apologize. You didn't call me to say, damn, sis, my bad. You didn't call me to say nothing. Oh, this happened. That's why I did not. Oh my God, nothing. Okay, so I know that that was intentional. Now, what I don't understand is why invite me all the way there, have me waste my gas, waste my makeup, waste my clothes, my outfit, have me do all of that just to air me. That was the stupidest shit ever. I don't know or understand that to this day. But yes, she did that. And I can't not tell you that I have not seen her since, because I have. The only reason I've seen her since is because her daughter and my daughter was still friends a few years after. I don't know if they are still friends. I don't know. But I think my daughter did tell me her birthday, Kelly's birthday, was a few months ago. I can't tell you when her birthday is, but her birthday was a few months ago, and she said her daughter wanted me to come. But I'm like, if I wasn't invited by the mom, I'm not coming. Like, no, I'm not. I won't be there. Like, me and, like, after that situation, like I said, there was no hard feelings, but I've seen her since after. She done came to my house to pick up her daughter when my daughter was living here, and nothing was said about it. She had somebody in the car. I walked outside to speak to her. She actually came to my door. We talked. She came in and spoke, and I walked up to the car, and something was said, and her company looked at each other, and it was just like very awkward. So I don't know. I felt like that was, you've already told who you were with something about me, and whatever I said or whatever you said at the moment clarified what you had already told them. Like, you done already talked about me to your company, and now your company done put a face to whatever you was talking about. So that's just how I felt. So after that, it was just like, okay, that even more clarified that what you did years ago was deliberate. Like, you deliberately did that. You did that on purpose, because now I know, I see you how you moving. So okay, it was what it was. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about that, because I don't hurt. I have a whole heap of friends. I don't hurt for friends. But anyway, so yeah, so that was that with that. Then I meet another chick, and the same thing. I met her at work. I'm gonna call her Paula. I'm gonna call her Paula. It was the same thing. We used to go out, and we used to have great times. I don't understand or know what happened. Like, we used to have a ball when we went out, have great times, and then all of a sudden she just started acting funny. Like, she got a dude and started acting funny. Like, me and my dude or situationship, whatever you want to call him, we used to, we done went out of town with her and her dude. Like, we done went, like, we was invited over to cookouts. They was invited over to couples nights. Like, we used to have a ball together. And all of a sudden, she just started acting funny out of nowhere, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, I'm not understanding. Is it something that I'm doing that I don't know that I'm doing? I wish they would say something, and let me know that I'm doing it so I can stop doing it, I guess. But whatever. So, okay, boom. With this chick, like I said, we went out all the time, had a ball. I met her at work. I used to work at a warehouse, and I met her at work, and we just hit it off at work and hit it off from there and started hanging out outside of work. Yeah, so what hit the fan with this one was, one day she was having, now this one she really did, well, both of them did me dirty. Both of them did me dirty. So with this one, okay, she hadn't already started acting funny, but you know, I wasn't really, I was still kind of coming around. Like at the time she had started acting funny, she didn't have a car or whatever, and we would still do favors or whatever for each other, whatever. You know, I don't mind doing nothing for nobody, especially if they don't mind doing anything for me or whatever. So okay, she had called me to take her to the grocery store. Now this friend, I would catch her here or there looking some type of way at me sometimes, and it was like a weird look, like not a sexual look, but like a kind of a stank look or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of a stink look. I would catch her looking at me like I would catch her looking at me like that. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe that's just how she looks. Maybe it just, she didn't just look at me like that. Maybe she look at people like that. I don't know. But yeah, so I didn't say nothing about that. I, you know, kind of pushed that, you know, in the back of my head or up under the rug, however you want to say it. But yeah, this particular day, she called me and asked me to take her to the grocery store. And, you know, I went over there and I took her to the grocery store because she said she was finna, her and her peoples was finna put some meat on the grill or whatever. And, you know, she was finna cook or whatever. So I was like, okay, boom, yeah. Now, mind you, she asked me to take her to the store, but didn't invite me over to her house. She was getting ready to have a cookout. Now, mind you, my people done called me and said, you talked to Paula? I was like, yeah, I'm finna get ready to take her to the store. And he was like, well, her people called me and invited me over and told me to come over, said for me and you to come over, and me and him had some bills and, you know, whatever, because they had about to have a cookout. Now, mind you, Paula ain't told me nothing. Paula done asked me to take her to this store though. So, okay, boom. Paula gets in my car. I gets to Paula. Paula gets in my car. Paula done got in my car on this phone with her other friend. Well, I wasn't her friend. I wasn't nobody's friend, apparently. But Paula done got on the phone with her friend, girl. Just talking. She done talked all the way to the store. They got in my car. Very rude. They talked all the way to the store. I think she did speak. But you done got in this car. I don't ask me to take you to this store, but you being rude all the way to the store. You on this phone with this friend because I guess you don't want to talk to me. I don't know. Anywho, I ain't say nothing. I just took her to the store. We get to the store. She gets whatever she need. I done took her back home. Still no invite. Okay, left that at that. I haven't seen her since. Now this particular friend, I done asked her to come get packages off my porch. I done asked her, she done asked me to use my address for her children's school. Like, we was that, I mean, I thought we was homies. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what homies do. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I was wrong. But it's all good. It's cool. Now, like I said, that was dirty. You done asked me to take you to the store so you could do this whole cookout. I ain't even invited. But your nigga done invited my nigga, who trying to invite me, but I'm like, the lady of the house ain't invite me, so we won't be going because the lady of the house did not invite me. Now, mind you, I'm gonna rewind to past cookouts. Now, in the end, there was past cookouts that my people, her and her people, like, it ended up being just the four of us. Now, it was other people there, but it ended up just being the four of us, and it was kind of awkward. Like, it was kind of you could feel like something in the air. Like, it was, I never knew what it was, but it was something awkward in the air. And I would tell my people, like, did you feel something? Like, did you feel some type of way? Like, it ain't nothing feel weird or awkward to you or whatever, and we'll talk about it. But, you know, never knew what it was. And to this day, I still honestly don't know what it was. Like, we used to talk about nigga problems, of course. That's what females do. You know what I'm saying? Just like niggas do. Niggas talk about their female problems to each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she knew a little bit of my business. I knew a little bit of her business. So I didn't understand or know what happened. Like, so after that day, I never saw, like, I never heard from her. We stopped calling, stopped everything. Just stopped calling, stopped talking, stopped all of that. And I have not seen her since. So, like I said, I would see her on social media. Like, I like her pictures. She'll like my stuff sometimes. I like her stuff sometimes. And she'll comment on my stuff sometimes. I'll comment on her stuff sometimes. But other than that, and oh, let's go back to Kelly. Kelly, she don't comment on nothing. She don't comment on nothing. She don't like. Now, mind you, we following each other on both sides. She don't like nothing. She don't comment on nothing. I don't like nothing. I don't comment on nothing. Now, what she will comment on, if one of my daughters have a birthday, if they have a birthday, she'll say happy birthday. Like, she'll tell them happy birthday. Okay, she won't even tell me happy birthday, but she will tell my children happy birthday. Anywho. It's a lot about Kelly and her children that's another story time. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's another story time I have to tell y'all. But anyways, but like I said, no hard feelings. I have no animosity with any of these women. This is just an experience that I had and that I wanted to share with making friends in Atlanta. Like, this could have happened anywhere, but I'm here in Atlanta, so that's why I titled it Making Friends in Atlanta. I had another set of friends, and this is the last group. Now, mind you, these set of friends I did not meet in Atlanta. I met in Tampa while I was in community college. And you know, I do a lot of thinking that people are my friends. I do a lot of that. I see that now. I see that. So, okay, remember when I told y'all that Kelly did the whole look at her friend thing or look at her cousin thing? This set of friends used to do that a lot. And I never said anything, but I peeped. Okay, nobody ever knew that I peeped. I just peeped. You know what I mean? And I met them in Tampa, but they moved here. I want to say they moved here before I moved here. They did. They moved here before I moved here because I inquired with one of the friends about moving here, and she gave me a lot of insightful information about moving here, and I definitely thanked her for that, and I still thank her for that. Like I said, no animosity. We still follow each other on social media. This particular friend, I don't think that we like or comment. I have actually, her stuff don't even come on my wall. Her stuff don't even come on my wall really like that. But yeah, so we would go do, I really didn't go out to the club with these friends because these friends, they weren't club chicks. We were different. Like, I like to go out, be social, have, you know, fun. Or maybe they did go out to the club, just didn't go out with me. But they weren't that kind of, they were like bowling chicks, or maybe, you know, in-house kickback chicks. And I was invited to a few kickbacks or whatever. And this is when I peeped the whole looking at each other thing, either when I say something or like, if something is said and it was geared towards me, I would peep, you know, them looking at each other as if they've already had a previous conversation about me, and that, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ladies know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I never said anything. I know y'all out there like, why the fuck you ain't say that? Because, you know, me, as I'm getting older, I'm not a confrontational person. I used to be that back in high school. High school, I was a very confrontational person. I was definitely confrontational back then, but as I grew older, I'm just not that confrontational. Now, if trouble comes to me, I'm just not finna let you beat my ass. Now, I'm gonna fight you back. Now, if it comes down to us throwing blows, we gonna blow. Now, don't get it twisted, cause I ain't scary. I'm just not confrontational. That's all. But anywho, so yeah, that was that with these friends. It wasn't really an ending with these friends. They really don't even need a name. I just wanted to give that scenario as to, like I said, I met them in Tampa, but the friendship ended here in Atlanta. So that's why I added them to this here story time. It's just been a weird thing for me. Actually, I have one more, and I am still friends with her. I have one more. I'm gonna name her Tina. Me and Tina, we met at work as well. We met at the job that I'm at now, but at a different building. She no longer works with the company that she was working with when we met, but we are still hanging and we are still going strong. Tina she came to my office and she needed to, I don't think her boss was in, she was locked out. She came and she introduced herself, and hell, we hit it off and clicked from then. You know what I mean? And she got ghosts once upon a time. She definitely got ghosts once upon a time. And I kept checking on her. I was checking on her because she's about 10, 11 years younger than me. So I kept checking on her to make sure she was okay with her boss. And I don't know if her boss was telling her or what, but she ended up coming back, and she ended up coming back in my life, and we are still, you know, going strong. So with that being said, not all friendships that are made here in Atlanta goes to shit with no notice and no answer to why. But some of them you can, you know, I guess it just depends on the person that you choose to hang out with and that you mesh with. I guess, you know, me and Tina, I have a few other story times about Tina too. I have an episode coming up called Horror Stories. You get it? Whoring, you know what I'm saying? Being a whore. That's what I mean. Being a whore, and I'm gonna call it Horror Stories. So I have that coming up next. And that's with me and Tina. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I guess it's just, you know, with who you mesh with, you know what I mean, and who you don't mesh with, and you know, that's life, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I have no animosity with nobody, you know, and maybe it just wasn't meant to be, you know, and I'm okay with that. I do this for entertainment purposes, not to embarrass anybody, not to get at anybody, not to throw subs at anybody, cause to be honest with you, it's not even that serious. I at the time did want to know like what the fuck happened, because we were good, like we were cool, but for it to just go downhill and just like that, it was crazy. Like, and then for it to be two friends in a row like that, like that was crazy to me. Like I was like kind of questioning like myself, like, dang, well, what happened? Like, was it me? Like, did I do something? But I had to, over the years, I had to realize that It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm my same self with everybody. I'm my same self with anybody, family, friends. I don't change for anybody. Family, friends, boyfriends. I don't care if I get a boyfriend. I don't care if I don't have a boyfriend. I'm my same self with anybody. So, maybe me as a person did not mesh with who they were as, you know, people, and that's fine. It's totally fine. And like I said, it's life. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to tell y'all that story and tell y'all that my experience with making friends here in Atlanta. And maybe you guys have some stories that are similar to mine, and maybe y'all can put down in the comments on if y'all experience this or not. But don't forget to like, share, and comment, and subscribe, please, because like I said in my last story time, it puts me in the algorithm with everybody else so the world can see my stories. It is free. You guys don't have to pay. All you got to pay is, what is it called? Not respect, but all you have to pay is support. Support. All it takes is you supporting me. With my story times. And I am soon gonna start vlogging. I think I'm gonna start out with weekend vlogs. I'm not gonna do weekly vlogs yet because I don't really have that many subscribers. And I don't want to play myself. But anyway, yeah, I think I want to start vlogging. I'm going to start doing weekend vlogs, and I'm going to see how that goes. But yeah, until then, I'm going to start being consistent with my story times, and we are going to try and get these subscribers up. We're going to try and get these likes and these comments up. I don't care what y'all comment. Y'all ain't even got to comment about the damn story time. Comment something, damn it. Comment something, like the story, and subscribe, please and thank you. But with that being said, until next time, glitter babes, I will see y'all then.